Hi there, fellow YouTubers. First time making a video, so I thought I would give a quick tour of the garden. Plan is to be a bit more self-sufficient in growing my own vegetables, and well, been doing that for a few years, but this year I've made a proper effort in trying to organise the beds and plant a lot more vegetables, a lot more variety. First bed down here, this is one of the herb plots, so you can see I've just been weeding that, and so far in here I have chives and they're already starting to flower. This one was bought from Mr. T's or Tesco's, and these other ones were actually grown from seed. So we'll see how these ones do. Then just some common thyme and sage, and another type of thyme there, which is variegated thyme. So it is lemon thyme. So I've used that a few times. Tastes pretty nice. Then this beast over here is a coriander plant, or as some people call it, cilantro. I think that's mostly in America, but you can see that already it's just starting to flower, so hopefully can gather some of the seeds from that. And then one of the books I was reading about companion planting recommends planting sage with rosemary. So put them in and put in some marigolds at the back there. I think next year I'll start planting some of the marigolds in the actual bed. So I've got one in the bed at the moment. I think the idea with companion planting is to help deter onion fly and carrot fly. So I've got through weeding some of this, and I've just decided to plant alternating rows of onion and carrots there. I think they're Nantes, so we'll see how they get on. And then just some lettuce, and just come out, snip a few bits off, help yourself. And then in this row we've got some parsnip. I think it's some sort of heritage variety. We'll see how they come out. And then another row of carrots, not doing too well in this row, but we'll see how we get on. I'll just weed that one out. Now I've noticed on my onion plants that the tips of some of these are starting to go brown. Now I know when they're ready they're supposed to turn yellow and brown, and then you twist the tops when they're ready, and then you can harvest the bulbs. But well, keep an eye on them. I'm thinking it's some sort of deficiency in the soil. I did apply some fertiliser and that prior to planting these, so if anyone knows what may cause that, then please let me know. Then just more onions and carrots. Now, the idea behind that is, I think, to deter onion fly and carrot fly, so that when those flies come in, they're getting mixed signals. The onion smell is masked by the smell of the carrot, and therefore confuses the onion fly, and vice versa. So we'll see how we get on with that. This is my main potato bed this year. So 2.5 rows. Third row I was just using up the remaining potatoes in the bag. So they're a little bit closer than what I would have liked, but we'll see. Potatoes grow really well. Now this is the legumes bed, and then the peas. I think they're Jaguar peas. Now they're not doing too well already. They're starting to form some pods there. But last year they did really well, but this year not so well. Now, I've heard from other gardeners that they're struggling as well with peas. So I'm not entirely sure on what's going wrong there. Next lot are broad beans, I think. Now some of them started to flower already, and they've started to turn black. Now, I think that's normal, but some of them turned black, never formed any pods. But as you can see, just in there, that pod's just starting to form. So we'll hopefully maybe at least get one broad bean. And over here, I spent the last weekend propping up this netting, basically from MDPE pipe, scaffold netting, and some PVC white pipe. So just to form a simple scaffold netting. Now, a similar system from one website was going to cost a lot more than what I paid for this, so it was a lot cheaper to do it on my own. Now, got some strawberries growing. They're not doing too well in this spot, but the plan is we'll pull them out and put some new ones in for next year. I remember in the first year this was full of strawberries and got an amazing yield out of it, but we'll see how that gets on. Then this bed, I've added it on, and I'm not entirely sure what I'm planting in here yet, but we've got some nasturtiums, and I planted some parsnip seed here, so that I'll leave them to grow for 2 years and then hopefully gather the seed from them. So under this netting, what we have is the brassicas. So the netting helps prevent cabbage whitefly to enter onto the brassicas, lay their eggs, and then obviously eat away. As you can see, it's already started on this one. Probably put the netting up too late, but we'll see. Now, I had some more Brussels sprouts in pots, and I thought may as well just plant them out and see if anything comes of them. Now the other plant you can just see there at the back is a nasturtium. So again, companion planting to help deter the whitefly. So probably need a lot more than that in the bed, but we'll see. And these are calabres. You can see we've got a slight discoloration on the leaves. Now, I'm not entirely sure what's caused that. You can see it's only in these three here. However, over on the right there is some discoloration, but not as much. And they were planted at slightly different times, so maybe there's some deficiency in the actual soil. We can fix that next year. Then we've got some dwarf kale and some cabbage. Didn't realise how big these actually got when we planted them. Never planted them before, but it's all a learning experience. And then we have another herb plot with some chamomile. Now, that just started as a plant that I'd forgotten about for about a year in a pot. Planted it this year, and suddenly it's sprawling all over the place. Yet to make use of it, but we'll do that soon. And do have a small parsley plant in there, but didn't take too well to start with. It was staying small and compact. I'm not sure if it's supposed to grow much bigger, but we'll see. Then we've got marjoram and so oregano at the back and some marjoram at the front. So I thought we'd plant both species and see how they work. Now I'm not sure if these come back, but we'll see. This is a comfrey plant, Bocking 14, so the one that doesn't spread. So I was going to plant it in here, but I've read they can grow very large, so I'm not entirely sure yet. It's probably not good keeping it in a pot, but I was thinking putting some savoury plant in, winter savoury, summer savoury, and I'm trying to grow that. So you can see the herb plots are relatively close to the house, so should be simple enough to come out and pick some herbs when I need them. Rhubarb, I should have gathered more of this year, but I think the tip is not to pick after midsummer. But I don't know how true that is. But we'll harvest it properly next year and get some lovely rhubarb wine on the go. And then just simple compost bins. They've been here since I moved in. You can see the wood's a bit rotten and old. Recently got some horse manure and put that in, and so far the compost is actually heating up, which is a surprise. Never had it heat up before, but that's all good. Then planted these two comfrey plants in here, so they're pretty much close to the compost bins, so you harvest the leaves, put them into the compost bins, or you harvest them and soak them in water to make a fertiliser that you can apply to the plants. May have noticed up in the back corner it's a bit messy. The previous owners had this all tidy as vegetable plots, and just over the years, not having the same amount of time as a retired couple, kind of went to weed. And then finally down here in this final herb plot, I've got some lovely curry plant that smells amazing on a nice sunny day, or when you rub some of the leaves and you smell and you get that nice whiff of curry. I'm told it's not much use in cooking. It can be used, but it's not as strong as other herbs or other spices. Then my first lavender plant that I've grown from seed, grew that, planted the seed last year, and this was the only one that survived out of dozens. So hopefully this one will last. So it's an interesting start to the garden this year. It's all gone well so far, and hopefully we'll get a lot more done. I think that's it for my first video. Guess I'll just have to edit it. Cheerio!